Welcome to the Let's Talk Events podcast, where we explore some of the events and activities that are happening here in Oshkosh. I'm Andy Radig from Oshkosh Media, and joining me is Kathy Snell, the Special Events Coordinator for the City of Oshkosh. Kathy, thanks for joining us for another episode.
Hi, Andy. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that we are definitely getting into the busy season here, and that is reflected by the long list of things that we have to talk about today. So it looks like quite a range of events and activities that are going on in Oshkosh, and I guess we can get it all started off with some things that are happening at Menominee Park.
Yeah, before we even get into the special events, we'll talk about just a few things that are our normal routine. So the Menominee Park Zoo and Lake Fly Cafe will be opening on May 23rd. Mm-hmm. The zoo will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. And as a reminder to everybody who wants to be there, that is a free admission. So we have continue to receive a generous donation to allow us to continue having that as a free admission zoo.
Yeah, excellent. I know that a community supporter of the zoo has been very generous in providing that free admission every year for a number of years now. So it's great to see that continue.
Very generous. So I just want to put a plug in for that activities guide from the Park Services and Events Office that we continue to talk about each year.
That's right. Yeah, that events guide has everything in it. So definitely refer to that. It is on the city's website under Parks, and you can find all the details there under the 2026 events guide. All right.
And I believe some of those will be going to print very soon as well. So once we have those printed off, you can also stop by the Park Services and Events Office and pick up a copy of your own.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then we also have an event coming up. It's the Hmong National Memorial Day Festival, and that will be held at Winnebago County Community Park.
Yeah, Andy, this event is an annual event. It's been hosted here in Oshkosh for many years. This will be Saturday and Sunday, May 23rd and 24th. The event runs from 7 to 9 p.m. daily. They have sports and stage competitions. The sports will include soccer, volleyball, and top spin. The stage competitions will include dance and the Little Hmong Princess contest open to all Hmong girls in the Midwest.
Okay. We don't have to worry about any road closures for this because it's at not Menominee Park, because this is at Winnebago County Community Park.
Correct.
And then we do have some assistance for traffic direction and that sort of thing, too.
We will, yeah, as the day goes on, too. If there are any traffic issues over on County Y or on Snell Road, we are not closing those roads. They could surely be impacted by the amount of traffic depending on the time of day and when people are arriving for the festival.
Okay. And for more information on that event, you can visit the Hmong National Memorial Day Festival 2026 Facebook page. They'll have all of the details about what we talked about and probably even some more things on there. So take a look. All right. Then we also have Hoagie's Walleye Warm-Up, and that is at Menominee Park.
Yes, as I mentioned, we are going to talk about a few of those events that are happening in Menominee Park throughout the rest of May.
It's a popular spot.
It is, especially for those fishing tournaments. So Hoagie's Walleye Warm-Up is one of those first ones. I believe we had just one other that started at the beginning of May, but this one will be on Saturday, May 23rd. Anglers will launch early Saturday morning and return in the afternoon. Those results will be announced at Hoagie's Bar following the tournament that afternoon. So people do not have to come down to the park to know to get those results. They should head over to Hoagie's Bar for tournament results.
Okay, well, that sounds good. The fishing events continue at Menominee Park.
Yeah, they will.
And I'm sure we have a lot more coming up.
We do.
All right. All right. Well, then we have another one called the Grassroots Uprising Mutual Aid Market, and that is at Opera House Square, which is downtown Oshkosh.
These markets are going to be new to us this year.
Okay.
Grassroots Uprising Mutual Aid Market. The first one will begin on Saturday, May 23rd. The event will be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. These events will be for local individuals to see what kind of resources are available here in our community. This is an opportunity also to exchange items that you may have. Each month when they have a market, that market will have specific things for you to bring in exchange. So in May, on the 23rd, that exchange will be an exchange of clothes you may no longer need, or have a need for. So if you're coming in, you can bring things you don't need and maybe look for things that other people didn't need.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really good. Like that's a good opportunity. Also on Saturday, June 6th, there'll be an exchange of toys that day instead of clothing.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So as those come through, as I mentioned, each month will be a different exchange of things. And when I say an exchange, truly there is no cash.
Okay.
This is truly an exchange of things. This is to help and provide individuals with resources. And do that exchange. I get something from you get something from someone else. So great opportunity to help those in the community.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, that sounds really good. That's a new event. Again, that's the Grassroots Uprising Mutual Aid Market. That is happening at Opera House Square. The first date is Saturday, May 23rd. Also, we have some events coming up that celebrate our Memorial Day holiday. And a lot of these things are our annual traditions, really, in Oshkosh. We have, beginning at 7 a.m., the reading of the names at South Park, and that is near the War Monument. And we have several other things as well that day.
Yes, following that at 8 a.m. will be the laying of the wreath in Riverside Park. Followed by that will be the 9 a.m. procession along Algoma Boulevard. That route will begin at the intersection of Jackson and Algoma and end at Riverside Cemetery.
Okay. And I should note also that the Memorial Day procession is being recorded by Oshkosh Media, and that will be posted on the Oshkosh Media YouTube channel, so you can view that later if you don't happen to be able to attend in person. And that will also air on GovTV, which is Spectrum Channel 10 in Oshkosh, and so you can look for it if you are not able to attend. And then as you had mentioned, at the end of the procession, there is an event at Riverside Cemetery, and that is where their ceremony takes place.
It is, and all are welcome to participate in all of these activities as a symbolic gesture to honor and remember military personnel who died while serving their country.
We have to remember that Memorial Day isn't always just a fun day to relax. It's a day to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice and take a moment to think about that.
Yeah, and with that, I would just like to share too a huge thank you to the individuals that put this together. Our Oshkosh Patriotic Council every year does an amazing job with these events and the procession. And
they sure do.
Just a big shout out to them for volunteering their time putting this all together.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have some other events coming up. I think one that a lot of people are very familiar with. It's highly successful, and it's a great thing in Oshkosh, in downtown Oshkosh. That's the Farmers Market on North Main Street.
Yeah, I just met with Michelle recently, who is the market manager, and she is gearing up. We are starting 1 week early this year. So as a reminder, we are starting on Saturday, May 30th. That is 1 week earlier because, again, there will be no market on July 4th in order that we can have the July 4th parade on North Main Street. Okay,
perfect. Yeah, good reminder there. Saturday, May 30th is the first farmers market. And the location of the farmers market, again, if you're not familiar, begins at the corner of Algoma and North Main Street. And that runs all the way, north, to, I think it's Parkway, or in that neighborhood there. It's pretty close. So, but it's quite a extensive market. I mean, it really runs a long distance, and I believe it even branches out on Church Avenue for a little bit. So there's quite a bit there.
You can find just about anything you're looking for there.
That is true. Yeah. Whether you're looking for fresh vegetables, flowers, or even like crafts, different things, or if you want like a cherry slushy or something, you can get that too. So it's really great. It's a great place to socialize too.
Yeah, meats, cheeses, breads, pastries.
You got it. Yeah.
You name it. You can probably find it at the market. Even things, lotions and things that are handmade and put together for for sale at the market too. So yes, literally just about anything you could be looking for will be found at the farmers market.
That's wonderful. And can you remind us of the operating hours for the market?
Yes. Officially, the market times are from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And they're really good about getting off that street. So they shut down that market at 12:30. So be sure you get in there between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12:30.
Okay. And that begins on Saturday, May 30th. So keep that in mind.
And that will run every Saturday except for July 4th.
Okay.
Through October.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we wanted to remind people about that too. It is not just that one day. It's every day except for July 4th through the summer season. Okay. Then we have Father Carr's Carnival for kids, and that is at Father Carr's Place to Be. Looks like that's coming up on Saturday, May 30th.
Yes. The next few weekends are very busy weekends.
Yeah, a lot going on.
The Carnival for Kids is a fun and free family event held at the grounds of Father Carr's Place to Be in Oshkosh. It has carnival rides, food and beverages, no alcohol. They are non-alcoholic on their grounds. Kids games, raffles, prizes, and more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that takes place from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. that day on May 30th.
Mm-hmm. And if you're looking for any additional information, please visit fathercars.org.
Okay. Father Carr's Carnival for kids. And again, that is at Father Carr's Place to Be, Saturday, May 30th. And that runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can check that one out too. And
Father Carr's website is Father Carr's is spelled CARRS.org.
Okay.
So fathercars.org.
Perfect. Then we also have another fishing event, and this is the Bago Walleye Club Invitational Series at Menominee Park.
Yes, this one is going to be on Sunday, May 31st. Anglers will begin fishing early morning, return to the park around 3 p.m. for announcements. This is a catch, picture, release tournament, so no actual weigh-ins. However, weights will be announced and winners will be announced. So spectators are welcome to come down to the park. They can enjoy sitting out. Sometimes people bring food and beverages and just kind of sit and have fun watching them announce the different weights throughout the day that the anglers have caught.
Okay. Do you know specifically where in Menominee Park that is held?
Yeah, that's held over by the corner, kind of by the gazebo near Irving Avenue.
Very good. Again, that's the Bago Walleye Club Invitational Series at Menominee Park, Sunday, May 31st. Well, then we also have some musical events coming up, and I'm a big fan of the music events, and so this one especially caught my attention. Music on Main series begins, and that is at Opera House Square. The first date is Wednesday, June 3rd.
So these events, Andy, will be on Wednesdays throughout the summer months.
Okay.
Some of those events will begin at 5:30 p.m., with 3 of them being at noon because they are family and kid-friendly concerts. So all the other ones will be beginning at 5:30 p.m. So just wanting to let people know that there's going to be a few dates, June 10th, July 1st, and August 12th, where that event will actually be at noon instead of 5:30 p.m. But again, that starts on Wednesday, June 3rd, and runs through the summer months. On Wednesdays.
Weekly, and that is at Opera House Square, and the first one is Wednesday, June 3rd.
Check out a full lineup at Discover Oshkosh website at visitoshkosh.com. That will give you a full rundown of the dates and times and the bands that will be there for live music on those Wednesdays.
Okay. The ones that begin at noon are June 10th, July 1st, and August 12th.
Correct.
There we go. Okay, got it. All right, then we have another event coming up back at Menominee Park, and that is the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's MWC Tournament, and that returns on Friday and Saturday, June 5th and 6th.
Yes, we are happy to welcome them back. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's brings their tournament here every few years. I think we're super lucky to have them come through. I think we have to remind people that Oshkosh is one of the places that destination events do look for. And this is a big one. This will be over 300 boats. 2 anglers in a boat, so you're looking at over 600 people just in boats coming to our city, and they want to come here. So I think it's just super cool that we're able to bring in these really big fishing tournaments. This is part of a 6-stop qualifying season for the 2026 World Walleye Championship. This features top-tier competitive fishing on one of Midwest's premier walleye lakes, is what they say. And that is our very own Lake Winnebago.
Excellent. I know I've heard of these tournaments, and they're often in some very unique spots around the country, and it's an honor to have that, like you mentioned, right here at Lake Winnebago.
Yeah, one of the things that if you talk to anglers, they will tell you that this is one lake that is very tough to fish, and it's a very competitive tournament.
Okay. And so actually there are cash and prizes, and how does that work with the cash and prizes for the tournament?
So this is one of those where the biggest you definitely have to bring in the biggest bag every day in order to win. But those cash prizes, they do give back out cash and prizes to a number of anglers. I don't even know from top down how many, but they do pay out 100% payback of entry fees and cash and prizes to anglers within those positions. So the event is one of the longest running team walleye circuits in North America.
Okay. And like you mentioned for one of the other events there, that even if you're not participating in this, you're still welcome to come and observe and watch what's going on.
Yeah, and this is Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's tournaments. They still do live weigh-ins, so you do have an opportunity to come out and see what the anglers caught.
Okay, perfect. Well, that sounds really good. Again, that is coming up on Friday and Saturday, June 5th and 6th. So then we also have a night gallery at Algoma Art Alley behind Jambalaya Arts, and that is coming up on Saturday, June 6th.
Yes, this is the second annual special exhibition of 6 juried artists during the gallery walk downtown. This is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. They'll have live music, food, and beverages also available in the alley.
Okay. And again, that is on Saturday, June 6th. That's the night gallery, and that is located at Algoma Art Alley behind Jambalaya Arts. So looking forward to that coming up June 6th. Okay, then we also have the Finest 4-Wheel Showcase, and that is at Oshkosh Arena on Saturday, June 6th.
I just love to see all these different events coming to the arena this year.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, we've had a rodeo, we get a car show, there's concerts, there's just a ton of things happening. So as you mentioned, this one is June 6th. This will be the next level automotive experience. The event will bring together some of the cleanest, boldest, and most unique builds from across the region, all in one unforgettable event. This is more than a car show. It's a culture showcase, is how they describe it.
Okay. And they'll have some awards and different vendors there, and might want to make sure that you're able to take some photos too.
Absolutely. And for ticket and event times, check out the Oshkosh Arena webpage. As always, when you are buying tickets for events happening at the arena, please go to the arena website and purchase off of there rather than purchasing from third-party vendors.
Okay. Yeah, just to be safe. It's much better to make sure that you're getting your tickets from the actual venue instead of through a third party that might be fraudulent.
Yeah, there's just way too much scamming going on out there.
Yeah, you hear about it all the time, unfortunately. Okay. Well, then we have another event, and this is actually the 1890 Pub and Bistro. They'll be celebrating their 1-year anniversary with an event in their parking lot from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
That is also going to be on Saturday, June 6th.
Okay, and then we have one other note that we need to pass along too, is that the 1890 Pub and Bistro will be celebrating their 1-year anniversary, and that is with an event at their parking lot from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m.
Yes, Andy, and the 1890 Pub and Bistro is located at 6th Avenue.
Okay, all right. Yeah, and definitely something to check out, and I'm sure they'll have all kinds of fun activities going on there too. All right. Well, Kathy, any other suggestions or thoughts for people as they're considering what events to take in this early summer season?
Yeah, as always. I mean, I think we have something for everybody. I think we just ran through a ton of those
Yeah.
activities. There's going to be more to come. This summer is just loaded with these types of events and more. For all of these events and others, I encourage people to check out the Discover Oshkosh site. That is the visitoshkosh.com. That is an opportunity to really filter out what days are you going to be in town, what days you're looking for, what type of event are you looking to, attend. You can filter out whatever suits your desires. So I think it's just a great opportunity to get on that website, check things out, and support local.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Also, if people do have any questions about having an event in Oshkosh or anything else that's going on, who can they contact?
Yes, they can contact the Parks Service and Events Office and ask for the Special Events Coordinator.
Okay, perfect. Well, Kathy, I think that is a lot. So I think we had a lot to talk about on this one, and I know our next one will probably be jam-packed too. But I just wanted to thank you for being here today and for giving us all this information about things going on at the end of May here. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Again, this has been Let's Talk Events, and I'm Andy Radig. Thanks again for joining us, and join us again next time.